Graham Greene was born on October 2, 1904, in St. John's House, Berkhamsted Boarding School, Hertfordshire, where his father was a homemaker. In Greene's description of his childhood, he describes his learning to read there. "It was at Harston I found quite suddenly I could read. The book was Dixon Brett, detective. I didn't want anyone to know of my discovery." Graham also attended the school as a boarder. Bullied and profoundly depressed, he made several suicide attempts. School friends included Claud Cockburn the journalist, and Peter Quennell the historian. In 1925, while he was an undergraduate at Balliol College, Oxford, his first work, a poorly received volume of poetry titled Babbling April, was published. He converted to Catholicism in 1926 after meeting his future wife, Vivien Dayrell-Browning. Later in life he took to calling himself a Catholic agnostic. After leaving Oxford, Greene turned to journalism. He published his first novel, The Man Within, in 1929. Its favorable reception enabled him to work full-time as a novelist. His writing influences included Conrad, Ford, Haggard, Stevenson, Proust, Buchan. In 1941, travel led him to MI6. Accordingly, he was sent to Sierra Leone during World War II. He then went to Liberia. In 1957, just months after Fidel Castro launched his last revolutionary offensive against the Batista regime in Cuba, Greene played a small role in helping the revolutionaries, as a secret courier providing warm clothing for Castro rebels in the winter. Cuba was hiding in the hills, carrying. Greene originally divided his fiction into two genres: thrillers, such as The Ministry of Fear, which he described as entertainments, and literary works, such as The Power and the Glory, which he described as novels, on which he thought his literary reputation was to be based. Greene was one of the more cinematic of 20th-century writers. Most of his novels and many of his plays and short stories have been adapted for film or television. He was shortlisted for the 1966 Nobel Prize in Literature. Also the Hawthornden Prize and the Black James Memorial Prize, the Shakespeare Prize and the Jerusalem Prize. In 1973, he had an uncredited cameo appearance as an insurance company representative in François Truffaut's film Day for Night. He lived the last years of his life in Vevey, on Lake Geneva in Switzerland, the same town Charlie Chaplin was living in at this time, and he visited Chaplin often. In 1986, Greene was awarded Britain's Order of Merit. He died in 1991 at age 86 of leukemia and was buried in Corso's Cemetery. Here are some of Graham Greene's works: The Third Man, Brighton Rock, The Power and the Glory, The Ministry of Fear, The Heart of the Matter, A Burnt Out Case, The End of the Affair, A Sense of Reality, The Quiet American, The Comedians, Loser Takes All, It's a Battlefield, Our Man in Havana.